Hello everyone, and welcome to an epic / mega / packed lift tour of Wellington Regional Hospital. So this carries on from my other videos of Wellington Hospital, and in this video we are doing an epic lift tour of the place. So this lift tour will feature not only all of the public lifts, but also all of the service lifts that I was able to gain access to as well. So basically, keep an eye out for the blue circle, which will indicate what lifts we are at. Now, before we get started, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. This is quite a long video, so you might want to watch it in individual parts instead of watching the whole thing at once. But anyway, with that said, let's get started. So we're going to begin first of all in the main hospital building, and we're going to go into the orange lifts first. And these lifts are some Schindler 2500 machine room traction lifts. These are the orange lifts at Wellington Hospital. They're Schindler 2500 MRL lifts from 2007. Looks like we're going to get a straight ride up actually. That indicator's been updated since I last filmed these. Just go back to one. (2,000 kgs or 26 persons. Get a look at the curve, it's rather basic. We are back down at 1. There it goes. And that's it. And now into the next lifts, which are the green lifts. And these are some Schindler 2500 MRL lifts. And these lifts go from the car park on level 1 up to floor 7. But floors 4 to 7 in these lifts are locked off. And the reason being is because they open up inside the wards. And the hospital staff do not want people using the lifts to gain access to the wards. They want you to use the orange lifts so that you go past reception. But anyway, these lifts are open to the public though between levels 1, 2 and 3 only. But for some reason though, at the time of filming this video, level 4 was unlocked in the lift that I got for some unknown reason. But anyway, here are the lifts. These are the green lifts at Wellington Hospital. They are Schindler 2500 MRLs from 2007, 2,000 kgs or 26 persons. Level 1. Oh, 4's surprisingly unlocked. It's going up. Where are you going? 2.
Lift stopping level 2.
I think 2 is the only side that uses those doors. I think all the other sides use these doors here, but I could be wrong.
Level 4.
Oh yeah, it is these doors again. Now I'll just go back to 3 because as usually it's 4 to 7 upwards that are locked, but level 4 is for whatever reason unlocked. Come on. Right, now we're going down. Right, here we are.
Level 3.
Here we are back at level 3. There it goes. And that's it. Now we are going to head over the bridge and into the new Te Nui Children's Hospital, which opened in 2022. And this building has 3 Schindler 5500 MRL lifts with different coloured cab walls. Also, the lift on the right also has a rear door for after hours access on level 2, and these lifts serve levels 2, 3, and 4. Now, since filming the last video, level 4 has been complete, so is now open to the public. But yeah, I was actually lucky enough at the time of filming this video to catch a ride in all 3 lifts. This is one of the lifts at Te Waio Nui Children's Hospital at Wellington Hospital. It's a Schindler 5500 MRL lift. This is the blue set of lift. This is the lift with the blue cab wall, I think it is. Or turquoise, or whichever colour you wish to call it. Huh. Has that got the ability to cancel calls? It does too. That's cool. Down we go. 2,500 kgs or 33 persons. Now we're going to send this lift up and we'll try and get one of the other coloured ones. Which one is it going to be? That one over there has got a rear door for after hours access. Oh, it's this one again. I think that other one was the lift with the brown cab, but this one's got the blue cab in it. Now we'll just go back to 3 and we'll see if we can call the one with the rear doors. Send that one up. That one's on 3, so we'll try and see if we can call it. Yes! This is the one with the rear door, which has got after hours access. So this panel here, I think, will open that rear door on level 2. Yep, now we're going down. You can exit both sides down here. Now I'll just go back up to level 4. Yep. So these are Schindler 5500 MRL lifts. Now we're just going to go back to 3 so we can gain access to the GNB building. Yeah, this one's got the green cab wall in it, so all 3 lifts here have different colours. So yeah, right, here we are back down at 3. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so moving on from there, we now go to our first set of service lifts on this lift tour, which are the silver lifts. And these lifts are unfortunately a no-go, as these lifts are completely locked off inside. And these lifts are some Schindler 2500 traction lifts. Now, what's interesting about these lifts is the 2 lifts on the left have just got regular centre open doors and are just normal lifts. But the 2 lifts on the right have actually got centre open 2-speed doors, which is quite interesting. And both sets of lifts run on separate controllers as well. So over here you can see where the silver lifts open up on carpet level 1. These 2 are just normal centre open door lifts, and those ones down there have got centre open 2-speed doors, but this is the only place we can see them, but you actually can't get in here though because the door's locked. Okay, so moving on from there, we now go to the red lifts, and these lifts are some more Schindler 2500 MRL lifts. And unlike the orange and green lifts, these lifts do not go all the way up to level 7. These lifts only go from the car park on level 1 up to level 4. These are the red lifts at Wellington Hospital, the Schindler 2500 MRLs. So these are more Schindler 2500 MRLs. I think these ones are from either 2006 or 2007. Doesn't actually say on either of the floor indicators, so I don't actually know. Just go back to level 1, which is the car park. (2,000 kgs or 26 persons, same as the green lifts. Hopefully we don't stop. So it's got a rather basic interior, but yeah. Oh, it's these doors again. Right. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so moving on from there, we're going to now leave the modern part of the hospital and go into the old 60s and 70s buildings of the hospital. And we're going to begin first in the Clinical Services Block, or CSB building. And this building is home to the infamous purple lifts. So these lifts were originally 1960s Otis lifts, which had a modernisation done by Otis around the 1990s. But in 2022/2023, these lifts were completely ripped out and replaced with brand new Schindler 7000s. Now, what was interesting was that before the replacement, the two lifts on the left had just the one set of doors and were just normal lifts, but the two lifts on the right had a rear set of doors. But what's interesting though is that on lifts 3 and 4 today, they have not got any rear doors, which is a clear sign that the rear doors are no longer used, as they were made redundant decades ago. And in actual fact, on some floors you can actually still see where the rear doors open out into. But anyway, I will start by showing you a little bit of footage of what these lifts looked like before they were replaced.
These are the purple lifts at Wellington Hospital. You wait. Oh, this one's going to 2. It's going to 2. That stuff on. So we're going to have to wait for one that's going up. These are the purple lifts at Wellington Hospital. Can you wait? Can you wait here while I ride them? I'm just going to 12.
Want me to wait here?
Yep. These are the purple lifts at Wellington Hospital. They're 70s Otis lifts that go to the 70s Otis lifts, and modernised by Otis in the 1990s. This one I've got here is the right. This one here is the left-hand one, which doesn't stop at all. Which doesn't stop at what's the name? Go back to 3. There's the telephone. Basic interior, but it's still nice. Tell you what, when we're down here, we'll press the button, send it to 7, see if there's a right hand lift available. I'm just going to see if there's a right hand lift available. If it brings that one back, then I won't bother. I wonder which one is it going to... If it brings, it may bring one of the left ones. Yeah, I think it has. Yeah, it has. So, that's it.
And now let's look at what the lifts are like today since they were replaced with Schindler 7000s. There's been quite a few changes to them since the first video I shot of them not long after they first entered service, as you will see in the video here. Look at how dim that floor indicator is. So these are the purple lifts at Wellington Hospital, and these are Schindler 7000s replacing 1960s, Otis lifts. Going up.
Yeah.
Which floor are you guys going to? This is level 8.
Lift stopping 8th floor.
Thank you.
So these are Schindler 7000s, and these replaced Otis lifts from 1967. And this is one of the cars that originally had the rear door. This is one of the cars that originally had the rear set of doors on it. But as the rear doors are no longer used, we've now got, there's no need for them. 1800 kgs or 24 persons. Hopefully we don't stop. Got the ability to cancel calls. Oh, now we're going down. It's like, what the heck's happened there? Oh.
Lift stopping
We are at level 2.
floor. Going up.
We are at level 2. Now we'll just go back to level 12 because I want to show you guys something. Even though the green looks really bright on camera, it's actually really dim in real life. As funny as that might sound. Sort of see out there a little bit. I don't know if you can though. Right. Here we are up at level 12.
Lift stopping 12th floor.
And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. In there, that's where the rear doors of the lifts used to open up into. We'll send this one down, we'll try and get one of the other cars. Right, it's lift B4. Now we'll just take it back to level 3. I hope you guys saw that, of where the original doors used to open up into. Right, now we'll just go back down to... Oh, we're stopping.
Lift stopping 11th floor.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see you there. Yeah. Which floor are you going to? Level 3?
Oh yeah, that's what I would get.
Lift stopping 7th floor.
Doesn't seem to be anyone waiting for it. We are at level 3.
Lift stopping 3rd floor.
There you go. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so not far from the purple lifts, we are now going to go to the service lifts for the CSB building. And these are the first service lifts that I was able to ride at this hospital. Now, just a quick disclaimer. I do not recommend riding service/staff only lifts unless you know what you are doing. If you choose to ride service/staff only lifts, it is at your own risk. Please make sure you know what you are getting yourself into. So basically, this set of lifts, much like the purple lifts, was originally a set of 1960s Otis lifts, which had a bit of an upgrade in the 1990s/2000s by Otis with concave fixtures. And these lifts, unlike the purple lifts, actually retained the original floor indicators. Now, unfortunately, I never actually managed to ride these lifts back when they were still original, as I didn't know how to get to them. But several other people have actually filmed these lifts when they were original, so I will just link one of their videos down in the description of this video. So anyway, in 2023/2024, these lifts are currently in the process of being replaced with more Schindler 7000s, much like the purple lifts which you just saw. However, though, unlike the purple lifts, though, these lifts actually go one floor higher, up to level 13, and these lifts also have a Tadeo voice announcement as well. That's where the other lift is being replaced. Looks like we've just got it. These are the CS. This is one of these CSB service lifts at Wellington Hospital. It's a Schindler 7000. It replaced the 1960s Otis lift. Going up. Which floor are you going to? You. Which floor are you? All good. Oh. This is 12. You going down or up?
Down.
To 3 or 2?
2.
Here we are at level 2. Right, now that we've got the lifts to ourselves, again, these are the CSB service lifts at Wellington Hospital. One of them anyway. They're currently in the process of replacing them. These were formerly 1960s Otis lifts, and much like the purple lifts, they had a button replacement, but they kept the original floor indicators in here. 1800 kgs or 23 persons. Bloody hell, these lifts are very tall. Here we are back up at level 13. The shaft lights are on. We'll just go back to level 2 now, and then we'll make that it. Hopefully we won't stop. I like the background on these floor indicators though. Here we are back down at level 2. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to go into what was the old children's hospital. Now, the lift in here is an Otis Lexan hydraulic lift from the 1980s, I think. And this lift just goes between the service area on level 2 the ground floor on level 3 and also level 4. Level 2 actually needs a key. And so, yeah, this lift can only be ridden publicly between levels 3 and 4. I believe this building is currently being used as an acute medical ward, which is probably why it is still open. But anyway, I believe this building is due to be completely stripped out at some point and redone, though. So I very much doubt the lift in there will survive. But anyway, let's take another look at this lift while we still can.
Right. Oh yeah, you've got directions from me. Right and left, right, left.
Now to what I'd consider to be what I would consider to be the dodgiest lift in the whole hospital. It's this old 1980s Otis Lexan hydraulic lift in the former children's ward. This lift's not in very good shape. There's the telephone in there. The floor indicator doesn't work at all. Here we are up at level 4. 1,904 kg per rank, or 28 persons. Man, that was a rough bump. Down we go. So the floor indicator is completely burnt out. It hasn't worked in many years. Nothing really to look at other than the interior and the buttons. Anyway, here we are back down at level 3, which has been replaced with a G. Yep, and the bell worked this time too. That undersunk and then came back up, which I'm not surprised about because it did that last time. Right. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so moving on from there, unfortunately the next lift on this lift tour is unfortunately a no-go, and this is the lift inside the Otago Uni block. Now, the original manufacturer over these lifts is debated. Some people think they were originally Otis and some think they were originally Express, but these lifts were modernised at some point by Kone with Kone tilter fixtures. But unfortunately, though, the whole building, though, is currently closed as it's an earthquake risk, so they've got to strengthen the building, so there is no way of gaining access to these lifts whatsoever. Okay, so moving on from there, we're now going to go into the ward support block and into the most well-known blue lifts. Now, these lifts, as many of you will know, were originally some Otis Lexan lifts from 1976 with ultra-rare touch-sensitive buttons. However, though, in 2023 and 2024, they started replacing these lifts with brand new Schindler 7000 traction lifts, which have got D4 fixtures and also speak Te Reo Māori as well. And they're much the same as the CSB freight lifts pretty much, but I will start first of all by showing you guys some video footage of what these lifts used to look like before the replacement. These are the blue lifts at Wellington Hospital, and this is sadly a last chance to see as they have started replacement of these lifts now. What's this now? 1,814 kgs or 26 persons. Tell you what, yep, the fences are up. So So down we go. Hopefully we don't stop. It's sad, but it's not surprising though, as these lifts have actually become quite unreliable now.
I don't believe it. Oh, it's this one again. Classic levelling. Go back to level 3. Nice original interior. There we go. There it goes.
These are the blue lifts at Wellington Hospital. They are 70s Otis Exxon lifts with touch sensitive. Oh, looks like we're stopping. Going up? What floor do you want to go to?
11, please.
Looks like they've fixed the floor indicator.
Yeah.
Here's 11.
Thank you.
Just up to 12 now. Here we are at level 12. Just go back to 3. They're actually pointless. Yes, the bell works. I've got C4. I think this one will take just one way to level 3. Down we go. But still, though 5, 4 and 3 are still burnt out. Here we are back at 3. There it goes. And that's it. And now let's have a look at what the lifts are like today post replacement. The new blue lifts are finally operational. You've still got the old call button here, but the lifts, as you can see, have been deactivated. Let's see which one will it be. I think it's going to be C2. So these are Schindler 7000s, and these have only entered service within the last month And much like the CSB freight lifts, these have got bilingual voice announcements as well. I've got angled displays though, which is kind of interesting. You can see into the shaft of the other two there. And you can even see all the way up the shaft too, because the shaft lights are on. Right, up we go. So these are Schindler 7000s, much like the purple lifts. Up we go. Hopefully we won't stop. Oh yeah, we're stopping.
Doors opening.
Going up?
Yep.
Which floor are you going to?
Pop up to a
Cheers.
5. Doors closing. Take your copy. Mark code. Doors opening.
There we go.
Cheers.
Level 10. Code. Doors closing. Take their copy. Mark the code.
We are up at level 12.
Doors opening. Take their ticket. Mark the code.
Where are you going? Level 3?
Yep.
Papa to call Maria. Doors closing. Take their copy. Mark the code.
This is free.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All good. So 1,814 kgs or 24 persons. Right, here we are back down at level 2. I've got the ability to cancel calls as well. Right, up we go. Now up at level 12 we'll swap over for the other lift, eh? So the back of the cab wall is covered up for some reason. I don't know if that's because they're doing any construction work anywhere or whatever, or what. See down the shaft too.
Ooh, that's a bit creepy.
Yep. Right. Can see down. Right, so here we are. So there's the motor room up there, I think it is. C1 stopped on 11. Let's see, can you see what's happening over there? Currently in the process of dismantling C4 and the new lift car for level. They're currently in the process of dismantling car C4 and the new lift car for C3 is already well under construction. So we've got lift C1 now. This one hasn't got the cover over the back so you can get a bit of a look at the curve. So it's the same as the other lift, 1,814 kgs or 24 persons. Hopefully we're not going to stop.
Level 2. Papa to a bar. Doors closing. Take the cover after.
We are back down at level 2.
Doors opening. Level 2.
See all the way up the shaft. We'll just go back up to level 12 now. These are very nice new lifts. Again, as this one hasn't got the protective cover on the back, we can sort of see what the cab looks like. Going up? Where are you going? Which floor are you going to?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes.
11, thank you.
Oh, stopping again. Going up. Which floor are you going to? 11?
I was over in G&B, but Lex told me to get my ass over here.
Yeah, she called me as well. I was writing a paper. Hit my head.
I know when you're knee deep into something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Doors closing.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
the cover
Yeah, I heard lots of asbestos stuff.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just intense.
Here we are up at 11.
To fix anything. Oh, 12. Sorry.
Oh, you want to go to 12?
Sorry. Are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm just filming the lift.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do for just what I do for a hobby.
Okay.
I don't film people. I would never film people.
We're happy to be film stars. How much are you paying?
This is 12.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Level 12. Doors closing. Take the cover.
We'll get a look at the indicator going down. Right. Hopefully a non-stop ride this time. Yep, non-stop. Now we'll just go to level 3, then we'll end the take there.
Level 2. Papa to doors closing.
Right.
Take the cover after code.
It's cool having these, you know, voice announcements in here though, like Te Papa's, the glass lift at Te Papa's also got them as well. Both lifts have come free. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so moving on from there, the next lift is unfortunately another no-go. So none of the lifts in the ward support block serve level 13. Or do they? As hidden inside on level 12 is this platform lift, which is a Kibes or Sibes A500 platform lift, which goes between level 12 and level 13. But unfortunately, though, this lift opens up into people's offices on level 13, so there is absolutely no way that we can ride this lift. However, though, on this trip, though, I was lucky enough to meet up with Alex, so we can still take a look at what this lift looks like. Now, this lift, fun fact, is the only lift in the whole hospital that's not maintained by Schindler. This lift is instead maintained by Vesna. But anyway, let's take a look. Platform lift in the... This is the platform lift in the ward support block. It's a Kibes or a Sibes A5000. But we're not allowed to ride it though because it goes up to offices.
Yeah. It's also the only lift in the hospital that isn't maintained by Schindler.
Oh, yep.
Vesna look after.
Right. Oh. How do you reopen that?
Carefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
You have to just let it close and then it will reopen again.
Right.
Once it's closed, it will
Yeah.
reopen again. Floor numbering inside is completely wrong.
No, yeah, it is, because this is level 12, isn't it? Alright, moving on from there, we're now going to go into the ward support block service lifts, and these lifts are a set of 3 Otis Lexan lifts from 1976. Now, unlike the passenger lifts, which had touch-sensitive Lexan originally, these lifts have just got regular Lexan. Now, it looks like a set of 3 lifts here, but it's not, as all 3 lifts run on individual controllers. I suspect the reason why it might be because one lift serves levels 1 and 12, whereas the other 2 lifts only serve levels 2 through 11, so it might be because one lift serves 2 extra floors. But anyway, at the time of filming this video, lift C5 was currently in the process of being replaced. I don't know what the replacement lifts will be, but my bet is they will more than likely be Schindler 7000s, similar to what the blue lifts, purple lifts, and the CSB service lifts have been replaced with. But anyway, let's take a ride in these lifts whilst we still can. These are the ward support block service lifts. C5 is out of service because it's being replaced. Let's call one, we'll take this one first, lift C6. That one over there is a bit bigger than this one. I'll get rides on both so you can see the difference for yourself. Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, here it is. You can see there where the shaft lights are on. Now we'll go to level 11. Unlike the old blue lifts which have touch sensitive buttons, these ones have just got normal Lexan, 2,559 kgs or 37 persons. So unlike the passenger lifts, these lifts do not go up to level 12. Well, the lift on the left, C7, that goes up to level 12, but these ones don't. So, yeah. And these ones are also a lot slower than the passenger lifts as well. 37 persons, as we can see there. Down to level 2. There's the telephone. So they've got a slightly different interior, and these lifts are also much bigger. And they're a lot slower as well. So these are also Otis Lexan lifts from 1978, but unlike the passenger lifts which had touch sensitive, these have just got regular Lexan. That's just been, that 8 button looks like it's popped out a bit. Huh, look at that. That's supposed to be a 9, but they've installed a 6 in there, so maybe they couldn't get a 6 or something. There's no one waiting for it. So yeah, back down to level, so here we are down at level 2. Don't know how well you can see the other car moving. I would love to know, I think when these lifts get replaced, I would love to know whether they're going to keep all 3 of them on individual controllers, or whether they will change it so they'll all run as a set. I think they should change it so that all 3 should run as a set personally, because it's kind of inefficient. Doing like this, I think. So yeah, need to double check what the time is. Here we are back up at level 11. I'll call the other lift now so you can see the difference. And then here we are up at level 11. There it goes. You can see there where the up button's been deactivated because this lift no longer, because I think level 12 is locked. Sounds like it's stopped somewhere. Yep, up it comes. Let's see, does the bell work? Nope. Unfortunately. You can oh wow, look at that. You can see down the shaft too. So level 1's locked, but we can go to level 2 though. So this lift's it's a lot bigger than the other two, but the capacity information though is the same. It's the same though, 2,559 kgs or 37 persons. There's the telephone. Here we are at level 3. Oh, there's no one waiting for it. So yeah. Now, yeah, we cannot go to level 12, so I'll just go back up to 11. Same cab as the other lift, as well. Oh yeah. Right, now we'll just go back to level 3 and then we'll call it there. Down we go. I think you can. I don't know if that beaming sound. I don't know if that's them working in the other car or not. It might be, but I don't actually know. Right. Here we are back at level 3. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so we're now going to take the blue lifts up to level 5 and turn right and turn right and head head along a corridor until we get to a T junction and turn right again and keep following that corridor. And we are now at the white lift, which is outside the mental health ward, otherwise known as Te Whare o Matarangi. And this lift, it is an old pre-Lexan Otis lift from the late 60s or early 70s, which is still pretty much original, but I don't know how much longer it's going to be original for at the time of making this video, as I think it is due to be replaced fairly soon. This is the white lift at Wellington Hospital. It's a 1960s Otis lift. It's coming down. Yeah. Door open relay or something must be knackered, as these doors close pretty much instantly. This lift's a 1960s Otis. We are up at level 1. 2,000 pounds or 26 persons. I have filmed this lift previously. I'm just doing a retake of it because I'm doing a whole new lift tour of this hospital featuring the service lifts too. Here we are back at B, or whatever you wish to call it, because the floor numbering doesn't quite match. You can shut the doors before they're fully closed as well, so that's handy. Yep. Epic sounding motor. Watch the indicator going down this time. There we have it down at ground. Or basement, whatever you wish to call it. There it goes. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to go into the last building on our lift tour at this hospital, which is the Grace Neal block. Now, there are 4 sets of lifts for us to look at in here. Now, the first one is a singular Otis Lexan hydraulic freight lift, which went between the ground level on level 3 and the service area on level 2, but it was decommissioned and boarded up about 4 years or so ago now, and I never ever filmed it when it was in service. Okay, so this here is where the abandoned service lift is. I wonder if the lift is still there, hidden away behind that board, or whether it's been completely removed, because this was just a singular hydraulic freight lift that just went down, that just went between the ground level on level 2 and the staff area on level, that just went between the ground level on level 3 and the staff area on level 2, but it's been decommissioned now. I guess they'll just have to move the freight and the yellow lifts, because the main service lifts in this building don't go down to level 2. So yeah. There is also a small Otis Lexan lift from 1978 in this building too, which I did not manage to take a look at. But it's all locked off anyway, and it breaks down easily as well, so I wasn't going to risk riding it even if it was unlocked. Unfortunately though, at the time of filming this video, I did not manage to take a look at it, so unfortunately I don't have any photos of it to show you either, unfortunately. So we'll just have to move on. Okay, so the next set of lifts in the Grace Neal block are a bit more promising. So now we're going to go into the main passenger lifts for this building, which are, of course, the yellow lifts. And these lifts were formerly Otis Lexon lifts from 1978. However, they were modernised by Kone about 12 years ago now. And they've since had some further button replacements done again, I think, by Schindler. But yeah, there's not really much else I have to say about these lifts, so let's take a ride in them. I think it's going to be this one on the left. Yep, indeed it is. Which floor are you going to?
11 for me.
Fifth floor.
Going up? Where are you going?
Going up.
Where are you going?
Number 9. Yeah. Good old eye clinic. Oh, back up to my office on level 11. They let me out for a few minutes.
Ninth floor.
Then they make you go back.
Going up.
Oh, what floor is that?
This is
Floor 9, so just
Going up.
through that door there and then around to your left once you're through there.
Eleventh floor.
Here's 11.
Lovely, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Going up.
Finally, we've got the lifts to ourselves. These are the yellow lifts in the Grace Neal block or GMB building at Wellington Hospital. They're Otis Lexon lifts from 1978, which have had a modernisation done by Kone.
13th floor.
Which have had a modernisation done by Kone. They and some of these buttons have since been changed again. I think it was Schindler who did these inside buttons, but I think it was Schindler who replaced these inside buttons, but I don't actually know. 1,814 kgs or 26 persons. So down we go. Got quite a nice interior. Up there is where the original floor indicator would have been. Hopefully we don't stop. Right. Oh, it won't let me select till after it's arrived at the floor.
Third floor.
Yep, there we go. Which floor are you going to?
Up or down?
Going up. Which floor are you going to?
Down. Oh, well, I'll come with you.
Which floor are you going to?
Level 5.
No worries at all. Where are you going?
Level 6.
Going up. Fifth floor.
Level 5.
What's level 5? Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Going up. Sixth floor.
This is level 6.
Thank you.
Going up.
Right. I think these inside buttons, I think these are either step or DMG. I'm not 100% sure. Now up here at level 13, I'm going to send this lift down and we'll try and catch the other one. We are up at level 13.
Going down.
Yep, so down that one goes. Let's grab a still of that. See, you've got a replaced call button up here as well. Right, now we'll just take this one back one way back to level 3. Again, same as the other lift, 1814 kgs or 26 persons. Otis Lexon from 1978, which has been modernised by Kone. Hopefully we don't stop. Looks like we're going to get a pretty straight ride down.
6th floor.
Oh, yep, we're stopping. Going down.
Going down.
Level 3.
Yes, thanks.
Here we are back at level 3.
Thanks so much.
Going up.
Right, there it goes. And that's it. Okay, so now we go to our final set of lifts on this lift tour. And these lifts are the service lifts for the Grace Neal block. And these lifts are original Otis Lexon lifts from 1978. Now these lifts, unlike the passenger lifts, do not go down to level 2. These lifts just serve floors 3 through to 13. And these lifts are probably what the yellow lifts would have looked like back when they were still original. But anyway, let's take a look at these lifts. Take 2. There's the motor room over there. Alright, we're back in this one again. Hopefully this take is successful. 1814 kgs or 26 persons. These are the service lifts for the Grace Neal block at Wellington Hospital. The original 1970, the original Otis Lexon lifts from 1978. These probably would have been what the yellow lifts would have looked like when they were more or less original. Come on. Let's get a look at the cab. There's the telephone in there. Now I'll just take it back to level 3 and then we'll call our luck there. These are the stuff. Oh great, we're stopping. What floor are you going to? Just down to 3 or 5?
7.
Oh yep. This is level 7. Right. So yeah, got the original cab. Right, now here we are back down at level 3, and this is where I think we'll call our luck here. There it goes. And that's it.